But it's August 28th, almost the end of the month. We're getting there. With Rod's Filmworks and Doc and Doll Press, we can present seniors at Hazel's house. You know, this year we're celebrating Hazel, 100 years of Hazel, and let me tell you, what a great girl. Silly seniors at Hazel's house, that's what we need today. Silly, senile seniors, if you please, because little grandma's here. No criticism, just enjoy, right? It's show and tell. So put us down for your favorites. Be sure and subscribe. Show and tell, nothing to sell. Today at Hazel's house, we have a thought. Today's thought. Weeds not for drivers. Ride, take a ride, take a ride. If you can find a driver who's not on prescription drugs, who's not on over-the-counter drugs, who's not on illegal drugs, and who doesn't need a joint hanging out of his mouth to get behind the wheel, you're going to be lucky, because there isn't too many people out there that don't drink or smoke or take a pill of some kind or other, right? And there they are facing you every day on the road. And you take your chances and believe that they'll never hit you. I have been in these comical situations that we've seen with Cheech and Chong, and bless your hearts, both of you, for doing it. Somebody had to show us what it looks like, because how are we to know? We grew up and all of a sudden it was there. What was going on? So sneak a peek at a Cheech and Chong and you got the idea, and it seems to happen an awful lot in the car. Now the back of the pickup, well, hey, they're not driving. We're talking about the driver here. The driver who takes a hit, takes his eye off the road for a second, like the cell phone user. With his hand up here, how can he see what's going on over here? Well, the same idea. You know how a joint is. Half of it falls in your crotch. What are you going to do? Let it burn there? No, of course not. You're going to jump all over the place and cause an accident. And who are you going to kill out there? Me or mine? God, I hope not. So weeds, not for the driving. Please spare us on the road. Do your smoking after you get back. I know it's fun to get together in a car and fill it up with smoke and drive down the road and you're going to a picnic and it's great in between shopping, and I've done it many times myself, but it is not a good idea. Try and contain yourself. The idea is to try to be a responsible citizen with the use of this drug, because you know yourself. Well, maybe you don't know. Maybe I should tell you. I was in my 30s when I first tasted the magic weed, and I was doing 80 to 100 words a minute with no mistake on an old typewriter. And then somebody said, here, try this weed. It's just what you need for your pain. Give it a whirl. What you got to lose? And, you know, you're high on the whole idea of somebody young talking to you in the first place, right? So, and what did you find out? That weed is just what you need for the pain running all through your body in weird places. You know, polio is like rust. It never sleeps. And neither do all the other viruses that seem to be. A virus is like a name for anything they can't name, right? Let's call it a virus. We can get away with that. And so they do. And like I said before, doctors are practicing. So that's what I'm doing here today. I'm practicing. I'm a social, philosophical, poetic commentator. And I've had 6 minutes of fame on YouTube. And I thank you very much for indulging me. But keep your dope at home, please. Don't take it out on the road with you. You just might run into my darling out there. He's a professional driver, and he has to stay on the wagon all the time about everything. And he's doing that because otherwise you get to the airport in Kona and you couldn't get over to Hilo because there wouldn't be any car for you to drive in because nobody can pass a drug test, right? That gets kind of tough sometimes. So think of that, and I gotta go. I'll see you on the next one. What's the subject? Stick around, you'll find out. Stay healthy, happy, and high. Love you. Bye-bye.